this thing.
Oh, we were having some connection issues for a moment. Did it stabilize?
As soon as you started recording, your screen went blank for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
But I
we
can see you
stabilized.
now.
Okay, well, first of all, thanks to everyone who is watching this part of the Ravenhawk campaign. I am very excited to announce, in case you haven't seen it, we actually appeared in Diversity and Dragons. I'm going to put the link to it in the description with the timestamp. So we are getting a bit slightly famous. Well, so thank you for all of the views and the thumbs up and all of that. Now, before we get started, Eli, what do you think you will find inside of the Abbey?
I honestly have no idea. I don't know if this guy's a good guy or a bad guy. I have no idea. I think I'm going to play it by ear and go on my gut feeling.
Mm-hmm. Sounds reasonable enough. And Big Bad RPG, how do you feel now that you are wielding the Sun Sword? Do you think that it's going to be like your staple weapon or just a tool?
I feel like Luke Skywalker. I'm ready to take down Vader, the Emperor, and whoever else gets in the way, baby.
Okay. Now, RPG Grandma. And first of all, I want to congratulate RPG Grandma because she has been doing so well in Taekwondo. She's going to be the next Tekken character, the character reveal. RPG Grandma. But besides that, RPG Grandma, do you think that Mu has been surprised when it comes to encountering so many beings and technology from her own side of the multiverse?
Yes, I think she has been, and okay, minotaurs aren't exactly a nice people. Okay, for other species to interact with, we don't have the best reputation. Um, so she's been surprised significantly just about how evil and horrible some of the humans are in this realm. Um, you know, uh, and there is even limits to what minotaurs will do. Like, minotaurs won't eat their own. Minotaurs don't kill their children. Things like
That's
that.
good.
Um, uh, we might eat you, but you know. Uh, but so she definitely wants to put things back to shall we say, a more natural state of being and find out where all this tech's coming from because it's not a good thing for it to get out.
Mhm. Okay, before we get started, do you need to move the dog to another room, Grandma, or is he or she okay?
He's okay, but
Okay.
the other two small dogs, leave him alone. One
Okay.
one of them
Well,
went over there and
for
talked
those of
smack to
you,
him.
just a recap for those of you that don't remember, in the last part, the adventurers are now standing in front of this mysterious abbey. There are a lot of bad rumors about it, so they are about to investigate what is going on, specifically with the mysterious abbot that is running things within the abbey. And so it begins. You are now standing facing the south. The entire abbey is surrounded by a J-shaped stone wall. The entire place is huge. It is impossible to exactly measure how much of the area the entire structure covers. And in front of you, you see two double doors, almost 2 stories high. They are open, and standing next to these double wooden doors, reinforced with iron, you see two humanoids. They look like mutants. Parts of their skin expose normal looking human skin, but the rest is covered in fur. In some places, you can see scales. And they are playing around with a decapitated human head, tossing it around.
not bode well, you guys.
Seems fitting being here in the plane of dread, though. This plane.
True. You think they do this every day? Play with severed human heads?
At least it's not children.
I don't
Well,
know
we
that.
didn't know to play with several human heads in the labyrinth.
Abruptly, one of the two humanoids spots you. You can see its face, a strange mixture of human features with dog-like appearance. It looks at you. It blinks. Cautiously, slowly, jumps in your direction and starts to speak. Who are you?
Who are you?
We're the brother.
The creature combs its hair backwards, pinches one ear, a dog ear. Now that you are closer, that you see that underneath his robe, two dog ears, looking sickly in greenish color, are evident and speaks. I am Otto Bellevue, and she's. She motions with his finger for the other humanoid to join in. She carries the decapitated head with her. I'm Siegfried Bellevue. Be nice to me. Be nice. You see that this new creature has one eye like a cat and half of her face covered in wolf-like fur.
Well, I'm Jace. My friend over there is Marcus, and the tall one is New.
And Ismark speaks. Don't forget about me. I am Ismark.
The man of the hour.
The creature starts to jump a bit up and down, and says, "You come to do nice things here."
Oh,
Yes.
we came to play ball with you.
You want to play? The creature that looks like a dog takes the head from Siegfried and hands it over to you. It seems to have been decomposing for a few days now, and motions for Jace to take it.
I'll take it and be like, we need a fresh one. Maybe a little bit later.
Let me run that way into the courtyard. And toss it here.
All right. Go, Moo.
The creature gets quite excited and tosses the ball.
And I jump up to grab it.
It is accomplished quite easily, and both creatures clap excitedly, babbling.
And I back up further into the Abbey.
Let's go.
And I'm looking around at the Abbey and what's around me. And I'm like, come on, guys, let's play a quick game.
Let's go get her, you guys.
The creatures jump, crouching, jumping, crawling, walking on two. They start to move inside.
Hey, Marcus!
Let's go.
And I toss it at Marcus.
I catch it.
It is accomplished. And Moo notices that inside, just inside of the structure, there is a graveyard to the west. But that is not the strange thing. One of the graves looks like a black box with a sphere at its center. And Moo immediately recognizes that as Barrier Peaks technology.
Pretty gross that head, huh, Marcus?
I jog closer towards the coffin. Going, I'm over here, guys. I'm over here.
I toss it over toward Jace.
Jump up and catch it.
The creatures
gonna-
start.
I'm gonna look at both of the creatures. Are you guys hungry? I'll take out 2 iron rations.
The creatures approach Marcus.
I
And-
hand them each a ration.
They take the rations and they eat the rations with ravenous hunger, as if they had been starving, drooling. And suddenly one of them notices Moo. It is the dog-like creature, Otto, and says, if you want to move around, we need to ask permission from the abbot.
We'll go ahead and ask. Your best friend's playing headball with you. She'll be fine with it. Why don't you scuttle on in there and ask? We'll be out
Yes,
there.
but you must come with us. The abbot doesn't allow strangers to move around.
Oh well, let's go. We're friends, aren't we? We're friends now.
Yeah.
I
Let's
thought
go
we were
check
best
it out.
friends.
Suddenly, Siegfried approaches Moo and says,
Do you know what that strange object in the graveyard is?
Do I know what the strange object in the graveyard is?
Yes, I saw you were looking at the black grave.
I've seen something similar once before. It's an odd place for it.
You know what? Well, we should ask the abbot to see if you can examine it, because I am curious about that too.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Great idea. Set the head down. We'll play ball in a little bit.
Okay, but let's all go together. Let's all hold hands.
and they reach out.
Okay. So I take Siegfried's hand.
Grab one of their hands.
You feel the texture is quite disgusting. It is one of the grossest things that you have touched. They feel porous and slightly slimy.
Hmm.
And so they form a line with the 3 of you, holding hands, and they joyously skip as they move further, deeper
I'm skipping.
into the structure.
Ooh. Ooh.
You notice
Ooh.
that the main body of the abbey has another strange J-shaped contour or silhouette. It is too alien compared to anything that you have ever seen before, except for Moo. She recognizes these J structures as something that comes from Barrier Peaks. It effectively resembles Barrier Peaks architecture. As you continue to advance, you notice that the materials are quite average, stone and wood. And you reach a section facing the south once more, with 2 metal gates. Otto breaks away and pushes the gates open. They open with almost like a shriek. As they open, a courtyard is revealed. At the center of the courtyard, there is a well. Just to the west of the well, there is a post, and you see a bat-like humanoid tied to the post. And you see many stone sheds spread about the entire courtyard. And you can hear noises, violent noises coming from inside. As if something is trying to break its way outside of the sheds that are locked with solid wooden doors.
Otto, what is that? Who's behind those?
Sounds frightening.
They are people, but they did not behave. They did not behave at all.
Well, that's why you always behave, Otto.
Yes.
And suddenly Siegfried speaks.
Do not approach the well at the center. Do not scare me badly.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't like water, so we're good.
Got you
notice
covered, Moo.
that at the north there is a door leading into what appears to be a chapel type of area. The stained windows reveal scenes of nature. And to the east, there is another door that seems to lead somewhere else. Another wing of the structure by your guess. Otto turns to look at you, motions for Siegfried to approach him, and says,
First, we must introduce you to the abbot. He says it is polite to first announce visitors.
I concur. And what is his
Yeah.
name? The abbot? Is that his title or his name?
I think that is his name.
and Siegfried responds,
No, you fool. That's his title. No, that's his name. His title. His name. His title.
It's
His
okay.
name.
It's
Maybe
okay.
it's both.
It's
Maybe
okay.
it's both.
We'll ask. We'll ask. We'll find out. We'll settle this. We'll ask
Yes.
politely, of course.
Good idea. Now wait here. Do not move. The place, some parts are not safe.
and the two humanoids, without even waiting for a reply, run towards the door at the north, open it, and go inside.
This does not sound good, you guys.
I think we
It's
just
bad. I got it
listen.
in, but
A whole
we'll just
race
stay here.
trapped. Yeah, we'll stay here. We get a whole race
stay
of their
here.
people trapped over there. That's not good.
is
The
it?
bad humanoid looks at you and sighs. The creature
What
looks
did you do,
miserable.
Bat?
Let's saunter over there.
Yes. What is it? What?
What did you do? Why are you here?
There was an intruder, and I killed the intruder.
It's not a good thing, though.
Well, the abbot is merciful, but I think intruders that come unannounced, they have to be murdered.
Okay. What is the abbot's name, by the way? Do you know?
Abbot.
Okay.
Abbott. Before you worked here, Bat, what did you do?
Well, I worked the fields to the north.
Hmm.
No, wait, northeast. I get confused with the directions. I can fly, I can fly, but the abbot has chained me because I usually crash into the wall or other of my brothers and sisters.
Why do you stay here? Why don't you just go back to working in the fields?
Just fly away.
This is the punishment because I killed someone. The abbot didn't like it.
But it was an intruder. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
No, but
Yes,
why don't you
but-
just go home?
But this is home. This is my home.
But
the abbot-
where did you live before?
I, my head hurts.
Suddenly, the door opens, and the Otto and Siegfried walk and return to you. And they say at the same time,
The abbot awaits you.
and they motion
Excellent.
for you to walk.
Excellent.
I walk forward toward the abbot.
I entered the building.
As you all enter the structure, you can hear the sounds of beautiful violin music playing from some place above. You notice two staircases, one leading up, the other one descending. You see a fireplace with a bubbling pot. And in the center of the room, there is a large wooden table surrounded by various chairs. And sitting in one of those chairs, there is a beautiful auburn-haired woman, long, beautiful hair, alabaster skin. She slightly reminds you of Irina or Tatiana, but her skin is much more pale. And next to her, you see a beautiful, exquisite young man, golden hair flowing, the bluest eyes imaginable, sparkling, dazzling, and he is just finishing a conversation, speaking with the auburn haired woman. No, you must always be polite, you must. You must always welcome everyone. Look at the visitors that we have. Please stand up and greet them properly. The woman stands up and says, "Greetings, greetings, visitors, welcome." The abbot smiles. That is good. That is so good. You are making so much progress. Welcome, my friends. Be most welcome to a most holy place. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Jace.
I am Marcus.
I am Gnu.
How
Ah,
do you do?
such beautiful people. We are most blessed by the morning, Lord. And he pulls out a medallion, a clumsily painted medallion of a sun. It
Oh,
looks as if someone, a little kid, had made it.
seems we could be best friends. I
The
am a
most.
cleric of the Morning Lord.
You serve the morning, Lord. Oh, this is a most blessed occasion. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the abbot, and here is Vasilka. Now that you take a closer look at the woman, you can see seams and stitches and at various places upon her skin.
Oh, it's nice to meet you and your lovely friend here.
A pleasure.
Beautiful, isn't she?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Of course.
While we're talking, I'm playing with a candle. I have.
Now, what is your purpose in this holy place, my friends? What is it that you seek?
We'll let my man Marcus talk here.
We just came to investigate. We heard this is a very interesting place. We wanted to check it out for ourselves.
Yes, I do what I can. Tell me, what do you think of these poor people? They look so troubled. What
We
can you
seem to
tell
be
me of
taking.
their troubled state?
They, they just seem hungry. What has happened? No food for them?
It is a most dire situation. They are not exactly in control of their minds and hearts. Some of them can be extremely violent. So you said that you perhaps wanted to examine the place?
That would be okay.
As they're talking, I'm putting
Perhaps
wax.
you would like
Here.
a guided tour. I could guide you and show you the place, or if you wanted to, you could move around the place on your own. But I must warn you, some of the inhabitants will attack you if I am not there to hold them back.
Well, we have New. She's pretty scary herself. Our Minotaur friend here.
I mean, what would happen if one of the residents attacked us and we defended ourselves and killed them? We don't want to break any rules here. We understand there are many rules here. We're unaware of your rules.
That is sensible. This is a place of learning. If you were to defend yourselves, I would not. I would not hold it against you, but I must put emphasis that you should only fight in self defense. If you were to attack someone, there could be tensions between us.
Of course. I'm a cleric of the Morning Lord. I would never attack anyone.
He smiles from ear to ear. That is good. That is good.
I'm a man of
So,
peace.
if you need any information about this blessed place, just let me know. But go ahead and wander around. Just be most careful. I don't want to bury corpses in our graveyard.
Of course. And may the Morning Lord bless you.
The same to you.
Turn around. Let's go, you guys. Let's go.
I follow Jason Marcus. I have shoved wax up both of my ears.
You can lead the way, Jace. I'm not sure about
Well-
this place. I mean, we can head back to the ascend up or descend down the stairs.
After we get out of distance, do you want to investigate that thing outside, or you want to investigate this Abbey some more?
Wax out of my ear. What did you say?
Do you want to go investigate that thing you saw outside? You seem very interested in it.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Put the wax back in my ear.
Let's
Take a quick look at that, and then we'll.
It is easy enough for you to figure out your way back. You notice that Otto and Sigfrick are not in the area.
I get out my trusty little tool, my artificer tool, and I start
You easily enough
examining.
approach the graveyard.
And I begin
Moo notices
examining.
that it is complex technology. Moo needs to roll intelligence investigation.
Put a hand on Moo's shoulder, give her words of guidance for a D4. You know what this is. You got this.
Oh yeah. It's doubled, so that is a 21.
It is very easy for Moo to identify that this device is usually employed to store powerful artifacts, but it is trapped. You can jury rig or disarm this artifact. Moo also immediately notices that the damage caused by the resulting explosion, if something were to go wrong, could destroy objects and beings around it. It is impossible to tell the scale of the destruction. She also realizes that a round black sphere is supposed to be placed in front of the sphere within the box in order to open it automatically without triggering the explosion.
So move the sphere to where it's supposed to be correctly located in the box. And with my tool,
Do you know what you're doing, Moo?
yes, I do.
Is this safe? I don't know nothing about this.
No, it's not. You guys might want to get discovered.
How unsafe would you say this is?
It could blow up the cemetery, blow up the abbey, take out a mountain, maybe. Depends.
Give me a moment here. I touch her and say, "You got one shot at this."
As
Yes,
Moo
just
examines
word on her.
the device once more, she immediately verifies, double checks that there could be a sphere somewhere else that could allow opening this device without any explosion. Or she could proceed with the jury rigging tinkering.
I can continue what I'm doing, or we can attempt to find another sphere device and open it relatively safely.
I'll hold off on this spell, but maybe it's inside. That's where they're hiding it. They're hiding it.
Yeah, let's be safe about this.
Yeah. But if we have to, don't worry. I got you.
Let's continue to investigate.
All right. You want to head back inside, Marcus? And
Yeah, should
know if
we?
you want it?
Yes, I'll take a look here and try to determine how many stories, or can I tell, since we're how tall this building is, or
As Marcus ponders out loud, he notices that it is a 2 stories structure, but only sections of it, specifically the northwest section and part of the southeast section. He also notices that there is a parapet with what appears to be scarecrows dressed as guards.
Interesting.
I say we head upstairs. We don't know how many floors there are downstairs, but upstairs appears to just be one.
We have
Be the
options.
quickest. Maybe we'll check upstairs.
Well,
It'll be quick.
I have an option.
What's your option? Let's hear it.
I can cast a spell on somebody, and you can climb up the building, the cross ceiling.
Can't you turn into a spider or something, Marcus?
No, but I think we just go inside and just go up the stairs. You said we can.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
we
it'd
said
be
we
pretty
could-
strange if you just started climbing on walls, I guess.
Yes,
It'd be
but-
pretty obvious. I guess it would be pretty obvious. Let's just head
Strange
inside.
plan. Right.
As
Things
soon
get
as
hairy. You just blow everything up. Moo. Come on, just blow it.
As you start to walk, Otto arrives once more and says,
Hi.
Siegfried, she's busy, but she wanted to know if you knew what the device was.
It holds a treasure, but we need
A
the other
treasure.
sphere. Yes,
A
The treasure box.
sphere.
yes, like the one that it already has, but we
You-
need the second
Do
one.
you know of the sphere?
I've never seen a sphere in this place, but there are places that I have not examined. The abbot forbids me from moving towards the east. The east wing. Yes, the east wing. You can go up the stairs in the northwest, where you can find the abbot.
Really couldn't understand you, Otto.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over all the noise. I think
Yeah.
the creature's growling. You said northeast and the second floor, and after that, I couldn't hear you.
Yes, it is understandable. There's lots of noise. Let's see if the noise quiets down.
and you keep hearing laughter, insanity, gibbering, and then it suddenly stops.
This place gets very, very noisy. But okay, you can go up the stairs where you found the abbot. You can also go down the stairs there, or you can go to the east wing and you can go up the stairs as well from there.
Thank you. I
Appreciate
would
that,
like
buddy.
to check out the East Wing. Sounds like a lovely place.
Go have fun, big guy.
Yes, I agree. You're welcome. I want to go play. It's time to play.
And he starts to run towards
Have
the
fun.
east section in the fields.
Have fun.
Eh.
We'll head towards
So-
the east wing. Slowly.
Walk towards the East Wing,
I follow.
scanning around.
As soon as you open the door, a horrible stench hits you. It smells of feces and rotting meat,
Ugh. Moo, I told you,
piss as well.
not to poop inside, Moo.
Look,
Ugh.
this is not Minotaur stuff.
You notice that this room that is somewhat small when compared to the rest, 40 feet square, nothing like the grand room where the abbot was standing. It leads to a dark passage. You would need a torch or a lantern to illuminate your way. And just to your east, there is a staircase leading upwards.
Pull out my shield and just cast light on it. And use that to lead the way. Where do you guys want to go?
Up the second floor, no?
Yeah.
Take a quick look around this room with the light shining now before we head up.
I look up.
As soon as you do just that, and before Moo can even grasp what lies above, you hear heavy steps approaching from the east, from the dark corridor. They start at a slow pace, and they gain momentum. You can hear stomping, violent stomping approaching you.
Uh-oh.
Gonna back up and draw my blade, but don't activate it yet. Did you guys hear that? What is?
We hear it, but you don't want to look confrontational.
Crossbow.
I know it sounds deadly, and it stinks in here like death.
Crossbow loaded and ready to go.
Out of the passageway, a creature manifests itself with the sound of laughter, of cries, of laments, as if the passageway led to some sort of madhouse. You see a huge, monstrous woman made of different cadaver parts. Some of them are very decomposed. Some others look more fresh. And it continues moving towards you. Roll initiative.
Oh.
What did Marcus roll?
8.
What did Jace roll?
Nat 20.
What did Moo roll?
18.
Jace has his chance to act before everyone.
I activate my blade and it illuminates the room. I was like, we're not supposed to fight, you guys. Beautiful woman, what is your issue with us? Can you hear us? Do you understand us?
It continues moving. The eyes of the construct look blank. Now Moo has her chance to act.
I slide out of her way, yell at Marcus. Marcus, keep the door open.
It's open. It's open.
Everyone get out of her way. Let her through.
Move to the side.
The creature continues running and charges at Moo, changing direction at the last moment.
I dodged.
2 powerful blows. The creature fumbles horribly, and as Moo dodges with great agility for a Minotaur, the creature stumbles and falls prone. Now, Jace has his chance to act.
I'll run up to it and just stab it in the back as it's laying in the ground.
Make your attack roll.
Oops, sorry. I'll take the 10 just because I thought it was advantage.
There is an advantage.
26 then.
It is a hit. Roll damage.
Eight radiant damage.
The creature suffers the injury, but Jace notices that the skin is very difficult to penetrate. And now
Seems to be
Moo
armored, you
has her
guys.
chance.
I
Mu has a
slam
chance
my
to-
hook down on top of her and reach down with my hands and push her chest down and latching onto her and use my gauntlets.
Make your attack roll. With advantage.
It is 17.
The creature is held back, and it is damaged by the pressure. Roll for damage.
It does 7.
And now Marcus has his chance to act.
I quickly rush toward her. I kneel down as she's being held by Mu. We don't want to fight you. The abbot told us we can explore the area. He gave us free reign. He gave us permission. He doesn't want us to hurt anyone. Are you okay? Are you calm now? We don't want to fight you.
With a maddening yell, the creature starts to thrash around with incredible strength,
I
specifically
jump back.
targeting Marcus and Mu.
This one's too crazy, you guys. Watch out.
Trying to keep her wrestled to the ground.
Marcus avoids just in time, and Mu still pins the creature against the floor. Now Jace can act.
I touch her on her head and cast calm emotions to try to calm her, stop from attacking us, to see if she'll listen one last time.
The moment Jace does that, he notices that this creature is a mindless construct, immune to many mind-altering or emotion-altering effects.
I can't reach it. This is a creature beyond anything. We have to kill it, or I could rush back and ask the abbot if you could hold it long
There's-
enough. What do you
There's
want to
rope in my backpack. Somebody cut some rope off. Tie her
do?
up.
Get the rope, Marcus.
I'll grab the rope, Nu's rope, and begin to tie up the creature.
Holding her down.
We don't
pinning
want to
her.
fight you.
Mu and Marcus must both make a strength check.
10.
9.
The creature is immobilized. You have tied it up. But you see that the ropes are about to be broken.
Should I rush and
Going
get
to
the
rip
abbot?
apart.
Can you hold it?
We need your help. Jace, tie it a little better.
I'll get in there and help tie it up.
I punch it, trying to knock it out.
Someone has to get the abbot. This is one of its maidens that it made. He's gonna be mad if we kill this thing.
As the creature
What
is
did I
taking
punch it?
damage, it is becoming more and more agitated, and you see that steam is actually pouring out of its seams and stitches. It is about to break loose any moment.
Pick it up, throw it outside. I grab it and I'm wrestling it towards the door.
I'll help
I
move.
attempt to. I'll hold the door as soon as they get through. I'll
1,
close
2,
it shut.
3, out the door, slam the door.
It is easily accomplished. And now the creature is outside, and you hear how the ropes are torn apart. The creature releases itself and starts to bang on the door.
Let's
Was the
move
only way to go
quickly.
up? Yeah, the
Let's
only way
go.
to go up is now.
Run up the stairs.
Run up the stairs with Marcus.
Running.
Why
don't
you lead, Jace? It's dark.
I'll jump in front of Marcus and lead the way.
As you ascend the steps. You can hear that from outside. The creatures, perhaps Otto, are making noise as if they had just entered the courtyard and encountered this construct, this flesh golem, making noise. And they are screaming for the abbot. And now you are upstairs. The room that you see before you seems to have been an office at some point. There is a desk, old, eaten.
I start rummaging through everything.
Looking
There
around
are
the office.
no documents. There is a chair, half broken.
I look around the rest of the office to see if there's anything else interesting here.
With all the noise,
besides the desk.
I start kicking things over. There's so much noise going on right now.
You notice that there is a door leading towards the east and another one apparently leading outside to the parapet, which would be the west.
Didn't you say not to go east? Is that where we should go? Further?
I vote east.
He said east, northeast. That's what Otto said. But
Suddenly, outside, where the parapet should be, you hear the sound of a door opening and closing. And you hear someone, the footsteps of someone, moving into the parapet area.
Cover my light for a moment. What do you guys want to do? Someone's coming.
well, let's see who it is. Perhaps they're far more friendly than the last person.
Get in position just in case they're not.
Hold my
I concur.
Hold my
crossbow
light
back out.
Suddenly, you hear someone knocking. Tack, tack, tack.
Hello. You may enter.
And suddenly the door opens, and you see a woman dressed just like the Vistani. She is effectively a Vistani by your own estimation. She has dark brown hair, wavy, swarthy skin. You notice that her right leg is a prosthetic from the knee downwards. She has a sword in her belt and an axe. She appraises you up and down and speaks. I did not expect to see you around this place.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Why did you venture? I am Esmeralda.
Oh, pretty name.
Did you only... I saw a man by the parapet that was taken.
Taken.
Where
said.
you came... Are you friends with a blonde man?
I wouldn't say we're best friends, but we just met him.
They took this man. He looked like some sort of noble from Barovia. Two of the creatures took him. I just saw him.
What creatures
Where
took
did
him?
Take him.
They took him. He did not seem to be resisting. He was
Wait.
walking around with them. There are so many strange creatures in this place. Surely you have seen them.
They took
Oh,
the
yeah.
blonde man. They took the blonde man with them.
The abbot? You speak of the abbot? Surely
No,
you know
not
the abbot.
the abbot. He was this man with long blonde hair, and he had this sword.
I don't know who that is then. The abbot has nice.
Suddenly,
blonde flowing hair.
the three of you remember Ismark.
Ismark.
Is Mark.
Where's he at? Maybe they took him.
Why didn't he follow us?
We were too careless. We were too careless.
By my estimation, it seems like he was communicating with the creatures, and they were holding his hands, and they walk. They seem to be heading towards the west, just to the south of the graveyard.
Wait, were the creatures small dog-like creatures with wolf-like?
No, these ones they resemble a bit like a snake. I would say a snake,
Snakes, bats.
like snakes.
strange.
We have to go back. We have to go help Ismark.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you. Did they take him away from here, or is he still? Do you know if he's still on the abbey somewhere?
He's still within the premise. Last I couldn't see him well because of some of the trees. But I believe that he is still here. But like I said, very strange. He was not resisting at all. He was just being led around.
Maybe he was up here, and there's no cause for concern yet. What do you guys want to do? There's no struggle. This nice lady has told us, Esmeralda.
Are you perhaps guests of the abbot?
Yes, we are.
Momentarily.
Let's go. I'll go with you. I will lead you. But wait a minute. I must. She walks towards the parapet and looks at the one of the mongrel men. These are known as the mongrel men. Hey, you down there, you with the head of a pig. Yes, you. Please tell the abbot that to control the creature. And you see this pig-like aberration moving into the room where the abbot was. He steps outside and moves towards the section you are exploring. You see him walking back with the creature in tow, getting the creature inside of the main room where he had the other staged humanoid. I believe it is safe for us to proceed. Let's go down.
I follow her.
Have you seen a spear of any kind, Esmeralda? Do you visit here often?
Excuse me, do you say a spear?
Yeah.
No. Why do you say what spear?
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out later.
Very well. And she leads you outside, and just as you are stepping into the courtyard, she says, I cannot tolerate the stench of that place.
Oh, yeah.
It is pretty bad.
It's bad. It's bad.
So what do you do here?
Well, first I must ask, what do you think about Strahd von Sarovich?
What do you think about him?
You know, your people typically like him, right?
Yeah, we heard he's legendary. What would you say?
Fair enough. Fair enough. We Vistani are always seen as if we are all the same. Yeah, oh, that's the Vistani. Look at the Vistani. They are all the same.
I apologize. I said typically, though, right?
Fair enough. I despise Strahd very much.
No, he doesn't like us. He despises us.
Doesn't like us at all.
I thought the
Could it be that you were responsible for the event that happened a few hours ago? You know, the she is mine and the thunder and all of that.
You know, we don't like to take credit for all these things that happen here that are pleasant, but maybe.
As you continue talking and walking, she leads you just to the side of the graveyard. And you see that Ismark is standing there with his hands covering his eyes. And you see two mongrel men, the snake type of creatures, half snake, half humans,
Is he playing peekaboo?
hiding clumsily behind a couple of tombstones. And then Ismark uncovers his eyes and says, here I am, ready or not. And he motions for you to be quiet. And he pretends to move carelessly and says, I found you two. And he runs towards a tree and touches it. And the other mongrel men are, we lost again. But a promise is a promise. And they start to walk away. Ismark approaches you and says, I am sorry, my friends, but while you were busy, I encountered this couple of creatures, and they said they would tell me a secret if I were to play a game with them without telling you.
Interesting. What secret was it?
Very interesting. Who is she?
She's the one who
As
led us
we-
to you.
You just met her, Esmeralda. She says she despises Strahd.
Esmeralda speaks. No, we never met. I saw him from above. We never met.
No, you just met us. I think we're referring to us. We just met you.
And Ismark says, so you say her name is Esmeralda, but she is Abistani. Is she not? Is she in league with Strahd? He eyes her dangerously.
No, not all the Stanis are the same. Is Mark? And I look at her and smile. She actually despises Strahd.
Well, then we are in the same boat. Let me tell you, my friends, and Esmeralda, I apologize. Okay, Esmeralda, I'm sorry. It seems that everyone here is insane.
I gather that much already.
Seems so.
But there is something strange. They cannot remember much about their past.
I think the abbot has a hold on all of them.
Yeah, that's
Esmeralda
Definitely
speaks.
something there.
Perhaps you are right, but it is quite puzzling. Let me tell you what I have observed so far. I have spent here 3 days as the abbot's guest. As long as I am careful when moving through this dangerous place, things have been significantly pleasant. They have even secured good food for me. But I have noticed that the creatures, I don't think they were like this before. And I have seen the devil Strahd visiting this place.
that is very interesting.
I have certain skills when it comes to being stealthy, and I saw the abbot and Strahd talking in the main room to the north.
Did you happen to overhear what they were talking about?
Something about the abbot telling Strahd that he was disturbed, not right in the head and in the heart, and that he needed to heal the wound in his heart, that he would build a new love for him.
This makes perfect sense. I think they're building a wife for Strahd. That's what that creature was we saw.
That would explain things because the golem creature guarding the lower part, it resembles the other aberration. I am sorry, I don't like these things. That is always in company of the abbot.
Ismark, did you see these dolls? I guess you could call them. Look eerily.
Excuse me, my friend. Did you see you say the dogs?
The dolls. I'd call them dolls. That's
The dogs.
I think they're a golem of some sort.
I was
golem.
busy playing hide and seek with the snake boys.
I think they eerily look like someone that
Strange
you
creature.
knew. Be careful.
I would like to go down and see this place where they build people.
Esmeralda speaks. I've never seen them coming from below, but the place where you came from, the abbot is constantly warning me that I shouldn't go further beyond.
That other room that was up there leading to the east.
Exactly. The abbot, he seems to have some sort of disgust when every time we've been near that place, he covers his nose. Funny enough, he tolerates the stench below, but he cannot tolerate going to the east.
I think we should head up there. He
I think
told
we
us we have free
think
reign
so
to the
too.
place.
should. Yeah.
Or does he appear suddenly whenever you're close by there?
What do you think, Ismark? You want to come with us?
I will follow you this time, my friends.
I say we
Please
just head up
excuse
there.
me, but these creatures, they seem to follow strange laws. But as long as you follow those laws, they will not harm you. It is my understanding.
Ismark, don't panic when you see these dolls. Okay.
Now you are really scaring me, Fred.
Nothing to worry about. Let's head upstairs.
So we turn around and go back where we had been.
You easily find your way back. The golem or creature is no longer around. As you return to the room that was once an office in the second floor, you now stand before the door that provides access to the east. Suddenly, Ismark speaks. My friends, you have been doing all of the work. Do you want me to take point?
I don't know if that would be wise. You're a point man in our fight against Strahd. We want nothing to happen to you.
I reach out and I touch the
Very
door.
well.
Turn the knob.
My shield has light.
It easily
Open the door.
opens. And a large rectangular room is revealed. It is 60 feet from west to east. And from north to south, it is 30 feet. There are 2 rows of moldy looking beds. And in the south wall, spread equally about, 3 wooden doors with metal plaques, 1 metal plate next to each door.
I go up and I look at the metal plates closely.
I'll stand with Moo, helping her with my light.
Be careful, don't open them.
As Moo reads the metal plaques, the one on the west cannot be read. The passage of time has completely made it impossible to read. The one in the center reads morgue. The one to the east says nursery. Esmeralda speaks.
I'm going.
My friends, I sense something wrong in this room. Quickly, assume your positions. I feel something is coming.
Have you been in this room before, or is this the room the
Where
abbot
do you
stops you
feel
from
something's
entering?
coming from?
Never, but we Vistani. We Vistani have a certain understanding. There is great evil here. And suddenly, the door that you used to enter the room closes with a slam. And shadows start to manifest from underneath the beds. Roll initiative.
Now she's like every other Vistani.
What did Jace roll?
13.
What did Moo roll?
Nat 20.
Oh,
Natural 20.
What did Marcus roll?
4.
Now Moo has her chance to act. She notices shadowy shapes all around her. 6 in total.
Oh no. I let loose mirror image. So there's multiple versions of me.
And so it is done. Make your roll if it is needed. Okay.
Yes.
Now Jace has his chance to act.
I hold my shield up
Can you turn them, Jace?
and I cast Radiance of Dawn dispelling any magical darkness and dealing 2d10 radiant damage on a Constitution saving throw. 14. Or half as much.
All of the creatures are affected except one. And they all take
2 damage. How do you like that, you shadow bastards, you?
I think you hit them very hard. They move very quickly.
without a noise. They continue to move, but now Ismark and Esmeralda jump into action. Esmeralda cuts with a sword and an axe, attacking twice. She scores a hit, cutting horizontally. Her axe is avoided, and the entity takes damage. Ismark follows up and attacks twice. I have improved as well, my friends. Behold.
Get him.
Excellent. Get him,
He
everybody.
scores 2 hits. One of the shadows dissipates completely, but now the shadows counter. 2 of them attack Marcus.
I attempt to use the bed as cover, going around the bed.
One of them misses, but the other one manages to take Marcus by the shoulder.
Look out, Marcus.
Marcus takes 10 necrotic damage, and
Dead.
his strength is reduced by 1, temporarily by his estimation. The other 2 shadows move towards Jace. In with great
I leap out of the
anger.
direction. Leap out of the direction.
They both miss. The remaining
Come up.
shadow attacks Esmeralda as she rolls to the side. And the shadow misses. Now Marcus can act.
I wave my hand and I cast Eldritch Blast at the one that hit me. 2 bolts.
Make your roll.
24 and 22.
Both hit roll damage for both.
22 damage.
Another shadow falls. And now Moo has her chance to act.
I let loose magic missile.
Make your roll.
Well,
Another one of the shadows dissipates. Now Jace can act.
I'll activate my sun sword and take a swipe at the closest one.
Make your roll.
$25.
Roll damage.
7 radiant damage.
The radiant damage inflicts
sir.
just too much, and the creature dissipates immediately. Ismark and Esmeralda take advantage of that. Esmeralda cuts with her sword and axe once more. Both hits connect. Another shadow goes down. Ismark counters rapidly. Both attacks miss as the shadow scurries through his blade cuts. The shadows, just as abruptly as they manifested, they suddenly dissipate. And you feel the presence of the Morning Lord. But Jace identifies that this current of holy energy comes from below the floor, in some section around the darkened corridor where the golem came from. And suddenly nothing happens. Ismark says, "But, my friends, did you see that? The shadows, they just disappeared."
What's that?
I felt the
What
presence
caused
of
them to go away?
I felt the presence of the Morning Lord for a moment, just below us. Maybe it scattered them.
Below us?
Esmeralda
I
says,
don't think it's the abbot, is it? No.
Morning Lord would not.
No, it's not the abbot. He's corrupt.
"So Jace, did you say that you felt something coming from the area
The dark
below
corridor.
us?
Yeah, the dark corridor where we found that thing. Yes.
Could it be that there is some sort of holy power?"
Could be a relic here. Holy power.
We should go down and look. The sealed rooms and
Where'd you
the
feel it
things up
from?
here.
You felt it.
And the dark corridor below
Not
us.
going to
We
move.
should go investigate quickly then.
The
I
door-
don't want to
check the
open
doors.
any of these doors.
This one
You
downstairs.
notice that the door is easily opened once more, and the 3 doors on the south remain closed, the one with the plagues.
Was there
As you
anything
go
in those?
down,
We'll be back to those.
Okay.
suddenly Ismark says, "Wait a minute, my friends, I am confused. Are we going to investigate the lower part, or are we staying up here?"
I think we're going to go downstairs and see wherever Jace felt that presence of the
Holy
Morning Lord.
power?
Yeah.
"Very well. Esmeralda, follow us." "Yes."
We'll go back up and check those rooms after we see the source of the holiness. Because
That sounds reasonable. As you enter
shadows.
this dark passageway that is now illuminated by Jace's power, there is a door at the very end. The corridor is 80 feet long. This wooden door seems to lead directly towards the east section of the Abbey grounds. And in this corridor, lining the walls, distributed and spaced evenly, there are wooden doors locked with chains and a padlock. And you can hear sounds of madness, lamentations, laughter inside each of those apparent cells. And Jace can feel that the source of the holy power comes from a cell near the east end of the corridor, to your left, to the north.
Come on, Robert. I can feel it drawing me to it. I head towards
I'll
there.
follow.
As you stand in front of the door where the holy power is coming from, you see there is a small square that allows you to look into the cell. You see 3 of these creatures, violent. They seem to be part baboon, part human. And they are pushing each other and grabbing a statuette. The statue seems to resemble a woman dressed in robes, a small statuette, easy enough to hold with one hand.
You guys see that in there? Come look at this, Marcus. You see that?
Is this where you sense the power from?
This must be in here. It's where I've been drawn to.
Esmeralda pushes her way. "Let me take a look."
Look at this.
And looks. That appears to be the statuette of a saint.
The saint from we just left there. That pool of water. That blessed the pool, right?
I cannot tell for certain, my friends. There are many saints in these strange lands. Most of them died a horrible death. but I am certain that is the statue of a saint.
Not Markovia. Well, Saint Markovia was the name.
It could be Saint Markovia. She is a popular saint around these parts.
What if we threw some rations in there? You think they'd eat that? We could grab the statue.
That might
I
work.
think it could be possible, but you notice these chains are quite solid, and I don't know if the abbot will authorize us to break the chains or try to open this door.
I don't see the abbot anywhere.
I don't think we should.
We need this weapon against Strahd.
Ismark
I
says,
get out my tool. Let's
I
start
can-
working on the lock.
No. I can grab it without you opening it if we really need to.
Even better.
But
Should I throw some rations in there? Maybe it'll scatter them. You could just
wait,
grab
is there an opening big enough for you to throw rations?
We could squeeze one through.
I look at the doors to see if there's an opening, perhaps where they're fed from.
the opening looks large enough, even for the statuette, as long as the statuette is pulled on the side.
Baboon people. Baboon people.
Let's get them closer here.
Baboon people. We got yum yum. Yum
They
yum.
approach.
You have to do a trick. Bring us the little statue. Bring us the statue. We give you num yums.
They move and they take the statue, and one of them.
Yes, that.
You want rations. I pull out 2 rations.
We got num yums for you.
They clutch at the idol, the statue, and they look at the rations, and they approach. One of them approaches. They hand you the statue.
We hand them the num yums.
I hand them an iron ration as well.
They take the rations ravenously, give you the statue, and they start to munch on the rations.
Excellent planning, Marcus.
Oh, that was Mooseman. I was going to use
And
Mage
move.
Hand.
And Moo.
I didn't think they would actually give it to us. I was just hoping they put it on the ground, and I was going to use Mage
Seems
Hand
like
to
food.
grab
All
it.
right.
Even better.
Statue.
Commodity here. Food is a good commodity.
Let's take the statue with us back upstairs.
Is there?
Moo, you're a genius.
Wait. Is this where
Esmeralda
you
tells
fed?
you. Esmeralda tells you. Excuse me, Minotaur lady, could I examine the statue?
You may.
Is this where you sense the power from, Jace? From that statue, you think?
I believe so.
As you go back up, Esmeralda hands you back the statue and gives her appraisal. I believe this is definitely Saint Markovia. These statues are very rare. They provide you with resistance when it comes to withstanding magical effects. +1 to all saving throws against magical effects.
Amazing.
But it only works for the one that holds the statuette.
Of course. That makes sense.
Moo, you should hold on to it for a while. That was your plan.
You earned
What?
it,
You
definitely.
I'd just hold it for a moment if I can, just to examine it myself,
All right.
and then hand it back. I don't see anything.
Ismark makes his way where the doors are located, and Ismark says, I find it strange, don't you? You can read the other plagues, but this plague, you cannot read it.
I find it strange too, and is why I want to open that one first.
I want to try to mend it if possible. I want to touch it.
As soon as you approach the plague, you can now read operating room, as if some sort of supernatural miasma had been removed from the plague.
We got an operating room, a morgue, and a nursery. I wonder if all these
Not a good combination.
are all these mongrels children. You think that this guy's been operating on?
Esmeralda speaks.
Disturbing.
My friends, do you think that the statuette was responsible for allowing us to read this plague?
possible.
Could be.
The old man would knew it is if only he were here.
The old man.
Yes, I don't think you have known him. He, or perhaps,
Does he
do
have
you know Rudolf van Richten?
Rudolph?
Yes, we've met Rudolph.
I am his apprentice, Esmeralda de Avenir.
Ah,
Nice to
interesting.
meet you, Marissa.
Nice to meet you as well. So, as I understand that you are Mu, Marcus, and Jace.
Yes.
Yes.
That is correct.
And it's Mark, she says somewhat with an air of annoyance.
He's
Yes.
just, I put my arm around Ismark. He's the strongest of all of us.
Yes.
He smiles proudly.
Great
So, my
work.
friends, are we going into any of these rooms?
Yes. And I proceed to open the operating room door.
Hold my
This-
shield up
Ismark, if
and my nose.
just
Go ahead, Moo.
be prepared to
Yeah.
see something you may not want to
My
see.
battle axe
With
out.
Mark.
Just open the door.
As the door is opened, a 10 by 10 room is revealed. There is a blood-stained table in the middle of the room, and nothing else. Not even a window.
Shine my light in there for Moo to look around. Anything?
I stand
don't
close by the door so it
See
doesn't
anything
lock
other
on
than
us. I'll stay here by the door just in case it doesn't magically seal us in or anything.
altar of medical evil?
Medical evil. Any healing kits? Anything? Bandages? Healing potions? Nothing really.
Esmeralda speaks.
All right.
It makes no sense. There is only a table stained with blood.
It is interesting. I'll back out. Let's check the next room, I guess.
Moo, did
And
you
if
walk around
Ismark
the entire
speaks-
room? Maybe whatever, if that
Wait a
statue
minute.
revealed the door.
What if the table can be examined in some way?
Go
What do you
to
think?
the
Moo?
table. Yeah,
Walk
I'll
back
go
in there.
check out the table.
Walk
As
back in there.
soon
Go to the table.
as Mu
Start
approaches
looking
the
around
table, she feels dark energies clutching at her heart,
Oh! Oh!
You okay, Moo?
but
No!
the statuette holds them back. And she notices that the table is quite unremarkable. Nothing at all special about it.
Table is fine, but there's a great evil, magical evil in here.
I back out. Come on, Moo. I pull at her. Try to get her out of the room with me.
Ismark speaks. I'm sorry, Mu. It was my idea. I am sorry.
You
And
okay to
Esmeralda
continue?
speaks. Do you think that perhaps the abbot had just finished building one of the creatures in the table?
It's
Could be.
possible.
That's why that dark energy.
Some great evil was released in that room.
Mhm.
I still do not understand that man. I don't think he is a man at all. I have seen him perform miracles. I have seen him raise the dead with radiant energy.
The abbot?
The abbot, he has, the other time, one of the creatures, the mongrel man, he fell from the parapet and he was dead. But for whatever reason, the abbot raised him from the dead. But he doesn't always do that. He only does it for certain of the mongrel men.
Maybe some kind of necromancer.
But I felt the radiant energy. I have studied these things.
Perhaps he has an artifact.
He claims to follow the Morning Lord. Do you think that's true?
That is
From
not
your
true.
conversation?
That symbol he had was made by a child, perhaps. Just something. It's
I am no
disguise.
cleric,
Disguise.
but I do
I
not believe
understand.
it.
I figured maybe one of his mongrel men made it for him as a gift, perhaps. But I could be assuming
Maybe.
wrong.
Maybe one of the Mormon, yeah.
That
Maybe.
would make sense. But what I don't understand. Why, if the abbot is such a shady character, why is he able to use radiant powers?
If he had an
Maybe that-
artifact that allowed
yeah.
him to.
I bet
Perhaps
it's,
you are correct.
bet it's linked to that item and that thing down there in the graveyard.
Ismark speaks. Should we examine the other two rooms? Oh, forget you know what? I am going to keep my mouth shut. I almost got Moo into trouble.
You know, you just
I think
put
we will.
around and we'll look for you.
We will. I'm going to go into the other rooms.
Use my
Most
light to
definitely.
help her look.
You want to check the morgue first? Or
Yes.
next.
No. I want to check the morgue first.
As soon as the door to the morgue is opened, a room exactly like the other one is revealed, but all of the tables here are broken, smashed, as if some sort of creature with great strength had smashed the tables with great violence. And there is a single window, a broken window, and a single raven is standing in the damaged frame of the window.
Hello, Raven.
The raven looks at you and flies away outside.
I don't know if that was good.
I race to the window and see where the raven is flying to.
I look around the room.
It seems to
for
be
a
flying
little door.
in the direction of Castle Ravenloft.
That was probably not a good thing.
Can you reach it, Marcus?
No, he's too far. I was just seeing if it was going to circle around somewhere like the ravens did before when we saw their children.
I think Strahd's gonna know we're here soon.
I don't know. We need to step it up. Okay.
Check that other room.
Ismark speaks. Well, there is the door of the nursery, and Esmeralda said, Ismark, I think you have spoken enough. But he does have a point. There is the door of the nursery. to
Yes,
explore.
let's
Yes.
check.
I want to check on the little human calves.
As the door is opened, an identical room with the wreckage of old wooden crypts, and you see an intact window on the far side of the room, the south wall.
Head over to the south wall. Look out the window.
As soon as Moo approaches the window, everyone is able to see a scene unfolding. You see a normal looking woman tending to babies. And suddenly she looks at the door that you used to enter this room, and she looks terrified. And almost instantaneously, she is transformed into a woman, part cat, part deer. And the image fades.
What was that?
I have no idea. I've never seen anything like that.
A scene from the past? That didn't just happen, did it? In front of our eyes?
Esmeralda speaks. Van Richten speaks about these things. It apparently there is this phenomenon where the echoes of the past are somewhat engraved or captured in the structures around us. I believe we have seen something that occurred perhaps before the abbot got here, or perhaps when the abbot arrived.
I believe that as well. It's interesting. Where should we go now? Where did that thing that new needs?
So, Esmeralda, you never seen a sphere. We're looking for a sphere here. Maybe you can tell us rooms you've never been to. It'll save us time instead of looking at every room in this place.
Wait, didn't the mongrel men tell you a secret, Ismark? What was the secret again?
He just told me that they couldn't remember their past.
That's right. Interesting.
Esmeralda speaks. I know this is going to sound quite silly, but have you asked the abbot for such a sphere?
Not yet.
Now that you mention it, we did not.
You think he would tell us where it's at?
Well, unless it has something to do with Strahd, I think he would be most agreeable.
Maybe we should just go do that because
I put the statue in my backpack.
he's gonna smell you. He's gonna smell you, Moo. Maybe you should not be around while we do this, but
Okay.
still a little close. Maybe we should hurry though, because I think that Raven was gonna bring.
Yes.
I mean, I think he knows we're here when we entered the pool. Was that not him we saw?
Yeah, but didn't know we were coming here next. But now he will when that Raven reaches his castle.
Let's step it up. I'll stay
Stepping up.
outside.
We'll rush
Let's
around
be
to find
quick.
the abbot. You stay back about 60 feet. Or days, you know.
As soon as you open the door, you see the abbot speaking to both the monstrous golem and the beautiful golem. And this Mark is shocked.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Relax. It's okay. It's okay.
She looks just like her.
I know. I stand in between them and him. It's okay. Just look at me. It's okay.
And suddenly the abbot notices you. Ah, my friends, you have. And who is that young man behind you?
Oh, that's just our old friend.
Ismark regains his composure, steps forward then. I am Ismark. I am the son of the former Burgomaster of Barovia, and I want to know why that thing looks like my sister. And the abbot speaks for a moment. That thing. No.
He doesn't know what he means. It's okay.
Crazy.
My apologies. Yeah, but
He must be confused because of the journey. Yeah.
yes, he
He's been
is.
acting crazy lately. I think I need to take him to. Perhaps you could assist me in clearing his mind. I think he needs.
No, I think he's okay. I'll handle it, Jace. He doesn't have to clear
Okay.
his mind.
Okay.
I think maybe we can help each other. I see that you have been speaking with Esmeralda, such a beautiful, beautiful lady, Esmeralda. Thank you for being here. But it is my pleasure to be with you. You have been such a wonderful host. Yes. What a darling. So, just let me explain something. I think that Strahd is suffering from an internal problem that we can fix. I have decided that if I can build someone that can bring love into his heart, he keeps speaking about this beautiful woman, and if I have created this creature, this beautiful creature, so that she becomes the bride of Strahd. Do you understand, my friends?
I think it's perfect. And then he can. I look over at Ismark, and if it works, he won't be after your sister anymore. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
But my sister is already safe. Yes.
Ismark, maybe you should just bite your tongue for a moment. I think you're revealing a bit much.
Like I said,
I
don't mind.
apologize, Abbott. I apologize.
The abbot speaks. I think you can help me, my friends. I am looking for a beautiful bridal gown. As you can see her, she is dressed in rags. The poor thing. I want a beautiful bridal gown that makes her look beautiful, exquisite, so that Strahd will fall in love with her.
Great idea.
If you secure such an item, I promise that I will help you. I am able to resurrect the dead through my divine power, my divine connection with the Morning Lord. Just now, I am feeling this beautiful energy coming from your Minotaur friend.
Yes, I blessed her earlier. She's feeling the calling of the Morning Lord herself.
I see. Do we have an agreement?
I believe so. We could.
I mean, we can.
A beautiful gown. Do you have a sketch? Maybe we could find one or make one. Lou is a mighty crafter, but she
I
needs.
materials. If we could get her the right materials, perhaps. But where could we obtain such materials? I hear that the druids just south of here in their groves, sometimes they steal beautiful fabrics. I've heard one of my mongrel men speak of one of our visitors that these druids were keeping some sort of magical stone safe. They needed beautiful fabric to envelop a magical stone, they said.
Perhaps we could go there, but we would need powerful items, I believe, to defeat these druids because they're, we saw them. They were not too friendly.
My friends, perhaps I wish I could be of assistance, but I do not have any artifact to help you. Perhaps.
Good Abbot, good kindly Abbot. Have you seen a sphere around here?
Ah, yes. He looks at the most beautiful looking golem. Vasilka, go down and retrieve the metal sphere. And the golem goes down. And almost in no time, no significant time, with perhaps unnatural speed, she moves back up and retrieves a metal sphere. The abbot takes it and gives it to Mu.
I think we might have a solution to our need of a little extra something to deal with the druids now.
Exactly. We'll bring back some wine. Would you like some wine for the extravagant wedding that we'll be having?
That would be a most excellent. But Strahd doesn't drink wine. He has this disease. He needs to drink blood.
We'll get him something special.
That would be a
Wait
great
for
idea.
everybody else.
Very well.
We'll see what we can retrieve besides just fabric, because a wedding is a special.
There's a lot of bad druids there. Maybe they have some special blood wine.
They might.
This is truly a blessed occasion. You are such intelligent creatures of the Morning Lord. And because of that, I won't have to kill all of the people in Kresk. Because if I do not obtain that bridal gown in time, I will have to murder everyone in the village.
Oh, don't worry. Don't
Oh,
worry about doing all that.
Don't worry about that. We'll make sure that job doesn't have to be done.
When was the timeline on this dress you needed, though, real quick?
Well, I don't know exactly because my heart is a bit unstable. It comes with the business, but let's say perhaps a week.
Can easily, yes, that sounds about right.
I think that's a doable timeline. Yes. All right, let's go.
We'll bring it back here as soon as we can.
That sounds great. Beautiful, just beautiful. Go safely, and you are always welcome.
Be blessed
Thank
by the
you,
morning.
Abbott.
Be blessed by the
Blessing.
morning, Lord. And good work on those beautiful women,
Yes, thank you so much.
of course.
Come on, Ismark.
let's go quickly.
Ismark and Esmeralda follow you as they wave at the abbot. Ismark cannot erase a look of disgust in his face.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go check that
okay,
thing
Ismark.
out.
We got to get to that coffin,
Let's get there quick.
black room, in the courtyard.
All right.
So I hustle over there.
It's not going to blow up now, is it,
Orb.
man?
And I position the orb where it needs to be.
What do you wait, Mo? What do you think is in there?
Who knows?
Weapon.
But
I mean,
Yeah.
can you re-engage it if needed?
I'm good.
I'll just hold my shield up just in case. Maybe, Marcus.
I mean,
maybe you'll stand back a little bit.
I'm thinking this can be a weapon we can use against the abbot if it blows up.
Wow, we
could
can
do
always
this
blow it up
remotely.
later.
Ismark stands behind Jace and Esmeralda as well.
Don't worry, guys.
Mu activates the device, and the black cube opens, releasing some sort of mist. And you see a small base in the center of the cube, and there is a ring with a green gemstone on it.
Ooh, very
And
interesting.
investigate the container. Looking
Mu
for
has
any
seen
traps.
similar rings before. She immediately identifies this as being a ring of regeneration using technology that is common in the barrier peaks. It combines magic and technology. The ring is even able to restore missing limbs.
Ah, this is good. This is good, guys.
Excellent. You're
I
not
looked it
rolling.
out. This is a ring of regeneration.
Oh, you're going to be much
This
stronger now.
allows you to survive incredible odds. You can even regrow limbs.
Excellent.
My armor already regrows limbs.
Well, Marcus, would you like it?
Suddenly, Esmeralda speaks. I know we have only known each other for a while, but as you can see, she displays her right leg and she is missing from the knee downwards. The prosthetic is evident to everyone. Could I at least wear the ring for a while?
For a little bit. Regrow that leg.
Yes.
Regrow that leg.
They
She
hand you
takes
the
it
ring.
and puts it immediately. A werewolf took my leg a long time ago when I was still learning how to be a good hunter.
Gnarly werewolves.
But Ismark speaks. But what now, friends? So where are we to go now?
Before we leave, I wonder, Marcus had a great idea. Could we rig this to blow? Or do you think the magic has been disarmed completely? If we needed it.
Began investigating the box and the orbs. I think we could rig it if we needed it to.
Simple as maybe
Moon needs to roll intelligence investigation.
put a hand on her back. You got this move. Words of guidance, D4.
$21.
Moo realizes that she can actually set it back into place and even program a timed explosive effect with a controlled radius.
I can make this blow up in a very controlled way at a specific time.
This is interesting. I don't know if we should just make a rash decision. I would. What if we could get Strahd here to see the wedding dress? Ambush him here.
Ismark speaks.
I don't think that's going
Listen.
to work on him, but we can certainly take out the abbot.
Irina was my sister, and that thing does not look like Irina. I don't think Strahd would want to marry that thing.
I agree.
No, but we'll just be here to show him the wedding dress.
I don't
Dress
think-
up. Maybe Strahd will be so mad he'll kill the abbot himself. 'Cause I guarantee you, Strahd has not seen those dolls.
I don't want to be here when Strahd's here.
But we can time it. We can time it to explode.
If you put the golem, whatever that is, in the wedding dress, and she's veiled, Strahd won't know who she is for real until it's lifted. The veil's lifted, which is the custom.
But he's going to know. He's going to suspect the abbot is
Not if
working on-
Ismark's here. Not if Ismark's giving away the bride.
Esmeralda speaks.
That's very risky.
You know, my friends, Van Richten has always told me that vampires let themselves sometimes be carried away by their passions. I think that Strahd is willing to believe anything in relation to his love for this woman.
This is a tough one. We'd have to make a
The
choice.
working plan. Either way, we should go and get that fabric from the druids.
This is true.
to help
Just in the
magic
distance
work.
from where you are standing in the sky, you see a were-raven flying. It seems to be beckoning you, flying in circles.
Let's go.
Just grab the spear for now. We'll come
Pick
back.
up the
Let's go.
box and all the spare parts and leave. Grab it.
Easily accomplish that.
I think we it's not going to work, that plan. I mean, if the Vistani who read our fortune and our future is correct, and she has been so far, that we need to get those other items.
Well,
We
we'll
have
need
a
more
week.
items.
We have a week to do this, or they're going to kill everyone in
All right.
Crest.
Okay.
We
You
gotta
can
shoot.
easily make your way towards where the where Raven was moving, but suddenly you hear, "Wait, wait, good sirs, wait, wait!" as you are about to exit Kresk.
Look back.
Yes.
Okay.
Before, let me catch my breath. My father used to be a great warrior, and I brought some items for you to take a look in case you want to purchase them. They are magical.
Oh,
Oh, interesting. What do you have there?
And the young man of about 17 years of age pulls out a bundle and opens it on the ground. And we are out of character. This is the cliffhanger for
Okay.
the next
Cool.
session.
Okay.
Cool. Oh man.
Yeah, we gotta stay crest.
yeah. That
Yeah.
I think that's. Oh, I don't know.
That was a dope plan. That was a dope plan, dude. I don't know how to can't make a super snap decision, but that
I
can
think for the-
okay.
for
So
the
did
app-
Grandma pick that up? Is it like maybe a box we can bring with us and stuff, or was it?
Yeah, I picked it up.
It's heavy, but Moo can pick it up. She's
Okay.
quite strong. Yeah, it's heavy.
That is
It's like
that-
8 foot,
that's
big old
dope.
thing. So.
Well, did we have a cart? I feel like we got a cart somewhere.
When you deliver
left
the
it.
wine,
We'll go back and get
Mhm.
That's cool. I actually wanted to keep playing. I felt like this is fun. I was getting into the zone, like
It
shit.
took unexpected turns. I'm amazed at how creative you
Yeah.
guys can get. I was like, oh my god.
I really like some of Moose things she did this time. I was like, damn, why didn't I think of that?
Moo was most important player character in this session.
I agree.
Well, you guys role play great. Like, there's been sessions where I've just been like, okay, it's not the brain cells aren't sparking as good as they should be.
You're on
Well,
tonight.
apple cider, not hard, just fresh apple juice.
With the mother, organic. No, that was great. So what do you think overall of the session?
I had fun tonight.
That's
I had
good.
real
Yeah.
fun.
Oh,
Even though we didn't,
enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
but
did we even fight anything? Like we didn't do
Yes,
the
we
full
did.
combat, but just
no.
it was cool though how we settled it.
Yeah.
And the golem, the
And
way you handled the golem rushing at you and you tied it up, that was very clever as well.
That was cool. I was ready to
I was
kill.
hoping she was just going to run through
I
out
just-
into the courtyard, but
I didn't want to. I didn't want to have to fight the abbot right away. I think we were going to have to kill him. But I just want to gather more intel before we did so. Try to
And
gauge
because-
how powerful he is.
Your plan is very
experimenting on
interesting
people, that's
because
not okay.
perhaps you get him to fight Strahd, or perhaps you get Strahd and the abbot within the explosion. It's going to be a very interesting thing.
That's very interesting. Very.
Mhm.
I
I have
don't
another
want to
real
be
problem.
close. That's the thing. I don't want to be
I
close.
have I have a dope plan, dude. I guess it can. I mean, I got all these elixirs and shit. I put it in all the wine. You have guests. They'll be, madness. No one will know what's going on.
Or if it blows up, we put a bunch of vials of holy water.
There you go. That's even better.
Shrapnel.
Cool.
Yep.
I
Play
like
more. Some holy water.
Bringing this. It's going to be a nuclear bomb.
I guess
Pieces
in
of
game
silver and splinters of wood.
silver. Yeah. We have to
Silver wood,
determine.
holy water.
I guess Moo has to determine how powerful the explosion will be because I'm
Big enough
thinking
to destroy
fireball
that.
explosion. I have no idea. You know,
She can pretty much set it up at the moment when she's going to set up. If there is an important limit, but if she wanted to, she could. She already knows that she could nuke the entire village if she wanted.
Oh,
That's a pretty
that's real
big
powerful.
explosion, bro.
We don't want to nuke the village. We want to save the village.
No,
Nuke the abbey, maybe, but save the
You know what? Abby needs to make a sacrifice.
village. They start over, man.
So, we'll have
Ground
to-
levels. Yeah, the whole place needs to be frozen.
I'll be in Discord with you guys, like setting it up, like talking.
Put
Pretty
it
cool
on
idea.
Discord, and I'm going to send you the information of the items so you can decide there. Take your time. If
Okay.
you want to buy one of the items, I'll do it
Definitely.
later tonight.
Definitely to take out the abbot. You know, if we can maybe mess up Strahd a bit, but I don't think it'll take him out. But it feels too easy.
I mean, it's clear that
It
things
Could,
are
but it
normal,
feels
like-
kind of too.
It's like lucking into a situation. You only get one shot, and you're like, oh, it's like walking past like a
Sure.
magical sword that did like 100
Yeah,
damage.
things
Like,
had been normal at that abbey, and then some kind of great evil came in, and he's the great evil.
here's the thing:
That's
if we're
really
not
bad.
there, the app gets blamed for an explosion. It's not even. We're not. It's not our fault.
Right.
You know, we're just good people delivering costumes and wine and blah blah blah. Blow it up.
And leaving trails of woe behind us. We followed
Yeah.
by joy and happiness later.
Should be fun either way, dude.
That was great overall. Very very fun. And you still have to find out exactly where Raven was approaching. Is there some sort of important message that is
Yes.
going to be delivered?
And the War Ravens are the good
Yeah.
guys, right?
Mhm,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, yeah.
I didn't do this because I felt like I wasn't actually in position to do it, but I wanted to guiding bolt that Raven that you saw. But I didn't want to like meta. Like obviously I know where it's going, but I was waiting for you to be like,
Mhm.
"It's a Raven flying to Castle Ravenhawk." You know,
It was a difficult call because what if it was a good Raven, right? One
Yeah.
of the Ravens turning
it's
into.
going to
Yeah,
Raven.
that's why I did. Yeah, I mean, I
Exactly, yeah.
considered
I would have
casting. I considered it, but I wasn't sure if it was a good
Uh,
one or not. So I didn't want to just Eldritch Blast and it was an ally. you know?
After this section of the campaign, I will tell you what that Raven was about when
Cool.
we finish the.
Oh, it's a 50-50. We'll
Yeah,
find
yeah.
out, Marcus. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I didn't want to risk it because the Ravens have been helping us. So
Well, thankfully
Right.
it flew away before it saw us mess with all this stuff and start talking about blowing up,
That's true.
Blowing up
our
prison.
villages.
yeah.
So there you go. Either way,
Well,
if
I
it
told Strahd already knew we were here from the pool. I believe he already knew we're here, and we're at the Abbey. So, and if the Abbot's his buddy, he's gonna send word to him.
He's
So
spying on us.
I think it was maybe the Ravens. They have a network of spies, so I think they were just gathering intel. But who knows? We'll see. We'll find out at some point.
In one way or the other, we
a
will
lot of
find out.
mysteries. This is a
Exactly.
good episode. This is a great mystery episode.
Mhm.
Yeah. I feel like it was really a Scooby Doo moment because we're going over here. We got to go over there. Nope, we got to go back here. We got to go down there. We got to open the doors. So.
Yeah, I actually
I'm having some
stopped it
Scooby-Doo
right here
here.
because the information that the War Raven brings is going to be quite important, and you're going to get into a very important moment of the session, of the campaign.
Excellent.
So I said we have to quit it because it's going to link to another thing. Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome. Perfect.
Perfect.
Well,
Perfect.
once again, thank you for playing. As always, a pleasure to play with the three of you. And thanks to those watching us at home. If you have any comments or questions, please let us know in the comment section. And if you wish to support the channel, the information is also in the description. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. I'm going to stop recording in 10 seconds.
Rock and
Oh,
roll,
die.
people.
roleplay or die. You said it.
Roleplay or die.